Welcome back to high school football here on the live stream of Miles Telephone Company. Mike Kelly along with you as always on these Friday nights. We made the long trip down west on Interstate 80 to Victor here tonight, and HLV TC football, their homecoming. Next week, of course, is Easton Valley's homecoming, and we talked a little bit about some of the ongoings for next week. Hope you can get out, not only support the football team, but the volleyball team and cross-country team as well. It's fun to get out and watch fall sports. A little warm. It's felt more like summer, but actually tonight, now that the sun has gone down and we're about ready to start the second half, it's cooled down quite a bit and a beautiful night for high school football. No wind whatsoever here in Victor tonight, and lots of good things happening for the Riverhawks as they lead this one at halftime. Lopsided game thus far, with Easton Valley leading 40-0 as we're getting set here to start the second half pretty darn quick. Easton Valley with 5 touchdowns, a 14-yard run by Keegan Lee early in the first quarter at the 8:21 mark. He also ran in the extra point to make it 8-0. Then at the 3:15 mark of the first quarter, a 71-yard pass from Lee to Callan Messridge. Sullivan ran it in on the extra point to make it 16-0. Second quarter action started early with a 38-yard pass from Lee to Ritchie. Lee ran the extra point in to make it 24-0. More scoring in the second quarter for Easton Valley at the 7:37 mark, a 20-yard touchdown run by Messridge. Lee ran in the extra point to make it 32-0. And then with 1:48 to go in the half, it was a 15-yard pass from Lee to Ritchie, and the extra point pass to Messridge made it 40-0 Riverhawks, and that's where we are here at halftime. Easton Valley up big, 40-0 over the Warriors of HLV in this non-district football action. We had gotten word up here at the press box that Keegan Lee on one of those touchdowns scored his 100th career touchdown, so a big-time milestone for the senior quarterback for the Riverhawks. Again, don't forget, lots of things going on with homecoming week coming up this week at Easton Valley. Some of the action that you can check out. Easton Valley Volleyball has a tournament tomorrow at North Cedar. They play a lot of weekend tournaments. They have one tomorrow. Monday, it's cross country at North Cedar, a 13-team invitational. And the Easton Valley boys cross country team making some good showings in the last couple weeks. A second place finish at Springville and a third place finish out of 12 schools on this past Monday at Bellevue. Tuesday, we have volleyball right here on the Miles Telephone Company live stream, as the Riverhawk girls will host Midland Tuesday night. About 7 or 7:15 will be the start for that one. So if you can't make the game, tune us in here. And Thursday, more volleyball at North Cedar and cross country at Western Dubuque. There's an onside kick to start the second half, and it's recovered by the Riverhawks. And it looked like, we'll see who that was that got a hand on it. I think it was Bowling that came up with the ball, and he kind of got it dinged up a little bit. He jogs off, and Wilson will check in for him while he kind of walks it off over there on the sideline. Cameron Wilson checks in. So it's 1st and 10 Riverhawks as we begin action here. And of course, with more than a 35-point lead, the continuous clock ruling takes effect, and it's running right now as I speak, as Easton Valley gets set for their first offensive snap of the second half. And there it is. Lee will hand it off. Goes to Messridge. He plows his way forward. Good momentum going forward, and he picks up about 5 or 6 yards on that first down play. Bowling's back in, by the way. He went down to field that onside kick and had a HLV player kind of run into him, right into his shoulders and head area, but he seems fine. 5 yards on that pickup by Messridge, brings up a 2nd and 5. Fairly tight formation with one receiver, that being Messridge, split to the left, one back in the backfield, Feddersen, and he'll get the pitch. He's going to try the left side. He's got a little room. He's got enough for the first down. He's stacked up there, but he picked up about 6 or 7 yards and another Easton Valley first down. Perkle on the stop for HLV. Now we got another holding penalty on that, though. Easton Valley's played quite well on both sides of the ball, other than some penalties on offense. I think that's their 5th penalty of the night, if I'm not mistaken. And that first down gets wiped out. And they'll mark off a 10-yard holding penalty, and that'll bring it back to the Easton Valley 33-yard line, where it'll be second down and about 14 yards to go for the Riverhawks. So far, they've been able to play through some of these penalties. And we'll see if they can get through this one on this drive. Keegan Lee back to pass. He looks. He throws it out into the flats to Messridge. Puts a couple little moves on. Runs out of real estate in the front of that bench over there at HLV. But he did pick up enough yardage to make it a 3rd and manageable. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Riverhawks. Even though he was knocked out, the clock continues to run with that lead of 40-0 for the Riverhawks. They'll break huddle, send trips out to the left side. Messridge, Ritchie, and Feddersen over there. Empty backfield for Lee. He's back to throw. Now he's going to run. He's got some room right up the middle of the field, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Riverhawks as he dives forward across the 30, and they'll spot him right at that 30. So it's a first down run for Keegan Lee, and he's into territory, Warrior territory at the 30. 1st and 10, Riverhawks. That almost looked like a design run that time. He took the shotgun snap, looked upfield, but you could see right away he was intent on running, and he had some open real estate, took advantage of it, picked up the first down, did Keegan Lee. First down, in motion goes Messridge. He'll get the pitch play. He's got blockers out in front, spun around a little bit, and now spun around outside. Weisskopf knocked him out of bounds after a short gain, a gain of about, well, we'll give him 3 yards on the play for Callan Messridge. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Riverhawks. Knocked out of bounds, but the clock will run on the 35-point rule. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line of HLV. I formation. Feddersen the I back. Under center's Lee. He's going to pitch it. Pitch to the right. Feddersen's going to try his luck on this right side. Stacked up after a fairly short gain. A gain of, well, maybe more than I thought. It looks like maybe they're going to spot him with a gain of about 6. Now another hole. A late flag this time. And another holding penalty on the Riverhawks. So they'll get the down over, but they're going to mark it off again, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 13 yards to go for Easton Valley. So again, another nice gain wiped out by a hold. And even with a 40-0 lead, Coach Irwin's getting a lot of film talk for Monday when they watch the film of this game with these holds. Got to clean that up next week before Edco comes to town. Lee back to throw. Here comes the pressure from the backside. He throws. He's got a man. Good defensive play that time by HLV as they lead through across the field that time. And Perkle got a hand up and knocked that one down, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 after the incompletion. And we'll see what the Riverhawks can do with a 3rd and long.
Brings a 3rd and 14 for Easton Valley.
Perkle made a nice play on that. He read that the whole way as he kept his eyes on the quarterback. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left side. Lee's in trouble. Now he's going to roll to his left, now back to his right. Back to his left. He looks for a block. He's got it. Now he tries to get downfield, and he's going to be close to a first down. He might even have it. He was Fran Tarkington, if you remember him, the old Vikings quarterback from back in the day. That dates me, doesn't it? Back left and right in the pocket, making moves all over the place, and somehow, some way, he got enough yardage for the first down. It's first down Riverhawks. The ball spotted at the 20-yard line of HLV. That showed the patience again of Lee in the pocket, letting the play develop. Nothing there, letting his receivers try and come back to the football. Still nothing there, but he kept his head and eyes up and got to the first down marker, and it's first down Riverhawks from the 20-yard line of HLV. There's a pitch play. It's Messridge this time going to the right side. He's still on his feet, drugged down. Not much of a gain on that one. Maybe a yard, we'll say, so it'll be second down and 9. Clock's still running. It's going to be a quick second half at this pace if it continues to be a continuous clock, because we're down to 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Easton Valley still with the football. HLV yet to touch the football here in this third quarter. Tight formation, I formation with Feddersen in the eye. This time Lee rolls to his left in a little trouble. Now he squirms out of it again, puts his head down, picks up some additional yardage, and is finally drugged down and drug out of bounds around the, about the 12-yard line, the way it looks. Third down, and we'll call it 3 yards to go from the 12. Obviously 4-down territory here for the Riverhawks. Tight formation again. Lee in an empty backfield. Messridge to the right, now comes in motion left. Lines it up right next to Lee. And another flag. Before the play it was blown dead before the start, and we've got a illegal procedure penalty on the Riverhawks. That'll cost them 5. Instead of that 3rd and 3, it'll be a 3rd and 8. Ball moves back to the 17-yard line. Third and 8 for the Riverhawks. We'll call it 3rd and 7. 3 wideouts, this time flanked to the right side. Lee's got it. Flings the pass out. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Lee was going to try and whip it out to Messridge over on the right flats, but one of the defensive linemen for the Warriors got his big paw up and knocked it down, and that'll force a 4th down and 7 from the 17-yard line. Late defensive substitution by the Warriors as they run Harriman in. Tight formation again for the Riverhawks. Feddersen in the backfield. Lee under center. He's going to drop back into the pocket. He looks. He lets one go, and it's incomplete. And the ball will go over on downs to HLV. They'll get their first possession here in the third quarter. Clock running with 2.5 minutes to go in the third. We'll keep it here this time. And they're ready to go already anyway as they break huddled. Both teams do. HLV with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 1 back in the backfield. Gorsh has got it. He's going to try and run around the left side. And Bowling swallows him up there after a fairly short gain. Checking to see if there is another flag down. It looks like it's in the backfield of the Warriors, and it's a hold on the Warriors. So that'll move them back. They'll get first down over. But not before they mark off more penalty yardage. Both teams been guilty of a few holds tonight. Both coaches probably not real happy about that. Particularly HLV, as they've had enough struggles the way it is, and then they're putting themselves in holes like this where it's second down and 20. Here comes a blitz by Easton Valley, and they try to fling it out to the right side. Gorsh overshot his intended receiver, Weiskopf, as he was just trying to get rid of the football as he was under heat by the Easton Valley on the blitz. And that'll bring up a second down and 19 to go for HLV. Easton Valley kind of mixing up their defenses a little bit. Messridge and Wyatt Sullivan at the safeties right now. Back to throw is Gorsh. He throws, and nice defensive play by Messridge as he closed quickly on that pass over on the right side. Pirtle was the intended receiver, and Messridge got a hand up there and knocked it away. So now it's 3rd and 19. And believe it or not, we're down to 39 seconds to go here in the third quarter with that clock running. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. Three receivers split wide right by the Warriors, one to the left. 4 down linemen for Easton Valley, and here they come. Here comes Ritchie, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Bowling, I believe it is. It is, and he takes it into the house. A 9-yard interception return. And another Easton Valley touchdown as the 10 seconds, the clock stops after a score. Bowling picked off the pass, kind of an errant throw, and took it to the house from 9 yards away to give Easton Valley another touchdown. Now they'll try to kick the extra point. And that's Bowling, I believe, doing that as well. The spot is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Messridge on the hold, Bowling the kick. And with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, we'll take a break. Our score, Easton Valley 47, HLV 0. We'll be right back.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Mike Kelly back with you here from Victor, Iowa, HLV High School. Actually, the high school is about 4 or 5 blocks from here, but got a nice facility here with a fairly new-looking 6-lane track around it, and a well-maintained field, and just nice facilities here at HLV. But not helping them tonight is Easton Valley all over the Warriors by a score of 47-0, and the Easton Valley defense comes up big on the last possession as Blake Bowling picks off the pass, takes it to the house from 9 yards out. Good for him. He read the play really well. Kind of a wild throw in traffic, but Bowling had his eyes on the quarterback, read it really well, picked it, and took it in. And there's Lee with that squib kick again, and it's off one of the HLV players, picked up by Weiskopf, and he's got some room. There he goes down the right side, and he's finally... No, is he out of bounds, or is it a touchdown? It's a touchdown. 60-yard return. And on the board is HLV. The quarter expired. They'll still try the extra point. a kick return for HLV. They'll try an extra point. I believe it looks like they're going to go for 2. He just kind of picked up the squib kick, went down the right side, got a wall of blockers, and took it to the house. Gorsh is going to go back to pass. He does pass, and it's knocked away. Looked like Sullivan got a hand on that one. And now that is the end of the third quarter. Our score at the end of 3 is Easton Valley 47, HLV 6. We'll take a quick break and be back with the fourth quarter right after this timeout.
You have several devices using your internet at one time? Do you like to stream movies or sporting events using a laptop computer, smart TV, or other device? If yes, then contact Miles Telephone in Miles for high-speed fiber to the home internet for the internet service that's right for you. Other services provided are phone with unlimited long distance, Skitter TV, secure IT antivirus protection, and Lorex security camera systems. Miles Telephone in Miles, phone 563-682-7111, online at milestelephone.com.
Welcome back. HLV finally on the board on a 60-yard kick return. Extra point no good on a pass attempt. Sullivan a nice job defensively to knock that away. Leaves us with a score of 47-6. All Easton Valley, they lead. Don't forget, next week we'll have homecoming football for you as the Easton Valley Riverhawks host the Edco Vikings. That's a 7 o'clock kick from Mullinoff Field in Preston at Easton Valley High School. And if you can't make it, tune us in. We'll be there for you. But that ought to be a dandy. 2 teams that are off to great starts and very important in the district standings as well. And now the kickoff, and it's a short little squib kick, and Messridge takes it and takes a knee at his own 35-yard line. That's where Easton Valley will take over 1st and 10 from the 35. Well, they'll spot it at the 34. And I think we'll probably see a lot of run action here by the Riverhawks as the clock will continue to run here in this fourth quarter with a 41-point lead for Easton Valley. They break the huddle. Tight formation. Lee at quarterback. Feddersen at the tailback. Lee's going to throw. A little fling pass out to Messridge. He's got room. And nice play on first down. Safe little pass play to Messridge, who put his shoulder down and made the would-be tackler pay the price on that one. So it's 1st and 10 Riverhawks. The ball is spotted at the 21-yard line of the Warriors. So Easton Valley are right down in the scoring territory again, almost in the red zone. Lee's got it. He's going to keep it. He takes the right side. Now he's swung to the ground. Picked up about 4, maybe 5 yards on that first down. We'll give him 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Riverhawks. The ball on the 16-yard line. So they are in the red zone. Tight formation this time. Feddersen in the backfield. He'll get the pitch. He's got Messridge leading the way. He makes a nice move on, cuts it back inside, and looks like he's got plenty of room for the first down. 9:38 to go in the football game. Clock running. Easton Valley in no hurry whatsoever to run plays in and out. Lee gets it from the Easton Valley sideline. Gives it to his team, and we'll have a 2nd and 5, or 1st and 8. It's 1st and goal for the Riverhawks. Lee's got the snap. He looks to throw. He's got Messridge on an easy pitch and catch out. And it is another Easton Valley touchdown, an 8-yard touchdown from Lee to Messridge to get the 4th quarter scoring underway at the 9:02 mark. 8-yard pass. Lee to Messridge, and they'll try to kick the extra point again. He just ran a nice little simple out on the left for the left pylon, and an easy catch and touchdown. There's the kick, plenty of distance, and it's good. So another kick for bowling. We'll keep it here this time. And that makes the score Easton Valley 54 and HLV 6. We talked a little bit about the Riverhawk calendar. We'll check some scores when you get home tonight or tomorrow morning in District 4. It's kind of interesting to see. I think one to really keep an eye on would be that Springville Oriole game at Central Locator. Central Locator's been a little bit of a surprise this year. Springville, maybe not the record they would like to have, but have played a very, very difficult schedule. And I thought they looked pretty good against Easton Valley. So that'll be an interesting score to check out either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Other games in District 4 action besides this one and that one have Key High at Cal Wheat and Central City at Edco, as Edco probably prepares for their trip to Easton Valley next week. And the kickoff here to come. The clock does stop even with the big lead on scores. Another squib kick. Let's see. That one's going to go out of bounds, so the flag flies. And it'll be the penalty on the kick out of bounds. Easton Valley will go to defense. No, they're going to make them re-kick the way it looks. They get that option, and this time they choose to have Easton Valley re-kick. And they'll kick off from the 25 instead of the 30. Lee will tee it up again. There's the whistle. And the boot by Lee. Squibber again. Big hop for this one. They'll try and return it. Pedersen says no you won't as he makes the tackle as the ball carrier crosses midfield. And it's going to be 1st and 10 HLV as they took it across midfield and it was spotted at the Easton Valley 36-yard line. And Easton Valley will put the defensive caps on here and see if they can get another stop. Now the clock continues to run. Ticks down to 8:22. Two receivers split to the right, one to the left. Back to pass is Gorsh. He's going to go deep. And nice throw, but again, this time it was Wilson on the coverage for Easton Valley. And boy, he did a terrific job as he was running stride for stride with the intended receiver. And Wilson kept his eye on the quarterback as well. So textbook coverage that time by Cameron Wilson. And he knocked it away as well. So really good job defensively as Cameron not only saw the flight of the ball, the quarterback's eyes, he kept stride for stride with the receiver as well. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. There's a handoff this time to Weiskopf. Not much there. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Feller on the stop for Easton Valley. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 10 for HLV. There's the snap. Gorsh is going to run the option. And nowhere to go as Ritchie played it beautifully. Gorsh made the pitch. Pirtle took the pitch, but Ritchie just outran everybody and drug him down from behind. And brings up a 4th down and 10. The clock continues to run with 6:25 to go in the game. And of course, at this stage of the game, 4th and 10, across midfield. They will go for it, will HLV, with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 backfield to the left of Gorsh, the quarterback. And now a whistle and a timeout called by HLV. We'll take a timeout as well with 6 minutes to go in the game. It's 54-6, Easton Valley. We'll be right back.
Total Dimensions Therapy and Wellness PLC, located inside Cookie's Tanning and Fitness, specializes in red light therapy, instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, and kinesiotaping. Seeking treatment early will prevent further injury and keep your pain from turning into a chronic issue. Contact Missy Wilson, physical therapist and certified light therapist at Total Dimension Therapy and Wellness PLC, located inside Cookie's Tanning and Fitness, 105 First Avenue Northwest in Preston. Phone 563-689-4912 to schedule an appointment today.
Mike Kelly back with you here from Victor, Iowa tonight, HLV High School. And it's been all Riverhawks here this evening as they lead here in the 4th quarter, midway through this 4th quarter, by a score of 54-6. Don't forget, next Friday, homecoming at Easton Valley. We'll be with you. If you can't make the game, tune us in. Otherwise, we'll see you at Mullenhoff Field next Friday night for Easton Valley's Homecoming 2025. Now they've decided to bring the punter out onto the field. Easton Valley doesn't even have a return man back. The punt gets away, and it bounds about the 15. It's going to take a big roll, and it's going to be downed. It looks like it went into the end zone, and it looks like it's going to be a touchback. Well, maybe, no, are they going to spot it just around the 1 yard line? They are going to spot it at the 1 yard line. So, nice job of punting tonight by the HLV punter. That's the 2nd time he's pinned one inside the 3. And now a whistle, and I don't know what they're stopping play for this time. It looks like another timeout being called. This time, I believe Easton Valley called the timeout with 5:16 to go. And we may as well take a quick break as well. We'll take one. We'll be back right after this quick timeout.
Cash, boy. There's 2 things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those 2 things. Don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
We're back. Timeout called by Easton Valley as they probably want to get their game plan straight for this first down on their own 1 yard line. So they are 79 yards away from a score, but I don't think they're as interested in scoring right now as just using that clock and getting this game dwindled down. Both teams back on the field as we speak. And we'll see what Easton Valley tries to do. Probably some straight ahead running here as we try and get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Pedersen in the backfield, and now a penalty marker as there was a little movement up front by Easton Valley. illegal procedure called on the Riverhawks. One of the interior linemen moved ever so slightly, but that's enough to take it half the distance to the goal. So the ball gets pushed back a little bit, half the distance to the goal. Lee is up under center. I wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback sneak here, and that is exactly what he's doing. Get a little room to work. And he swung backwards, but he got it out 3 or 4 yards. He's out near the 5-yard line. And that's where they will spot it. So a nice quarterback sneak on 1st and 10. And they spot it at the 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock running with 4:45 to go here in the football game. Now it's Sullivan who took the direct snap for Easton Valley. Wyatt Sullivan, he tried to run around the left end. He's the backup quarterback taking some snaps. And he picked up a couple on the play, a yard or two. Makes it 3rd down, and we'll call it 4. The ball resting at the Easton Valley 7-yard line. Sullivan gets the play from the sideline, taking their time. Plenty of time on the play clock at 20 seconds. Sullivan in the shotgun with an empty backfield this time. He takes the snap, he's back to throw. And he's in trouble, and he's going to get sacked and thrown back into the end zone, and they're going to call it a safety. It looked like he was out of the end zone when first contact was made. Now the referees are talking it over. We'll see what they come up with. They called a safety, but when he was originally hit, he was definitely in the field of play. Oh, there's a penalty as well, another holding call, so they will call it a safety at the 3:37 mark here in the 4th quarter. So on the board again are the Warriors with a 2-point safety, makes it 54-8. And they'll get the ball back as Easton Valley will punt it away to them. .337 on the clock. Easton Valley will line up and free kick it, as they call it, but it's actually a punt. Got their kick coverage team out there. Well, he's going to actually, you can punt or kick it, and he's going to kick it. Keegan Lee will kick it from his own 15-yard line. That's where you kick it away from after a safety. And he booms one down. It goes off the leg of the would-be return man. And he is going to be brought down pretty quickly this time at the Easton Valley 35-yard line. And that's where the HLV will take over 1st and 10 from the Easton Valley 35-yard line. Clock running with 3:17 to go in the football game. They'll send a receiver, 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. 1 running back flanked next to the quarterback Gorsh. He's back to throw. He's looking, he's under some pressure. Here comes Easton Valley. They're chasing. Now he's rolling right. He's going to throw deep down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Perkle was down there coverage that time by, it looked like Isaac Feller. And Perkle got turned a couple different ways. Got a hand up, maybe touched it with a fingertip, but pretty good coverage downfield by Feller. Clock continues to run with 2:15 to go in the football game. Second down and 10 for HLV from the Easton Valley 35-yard line. This time it's a handoff and played really well by Easton Valley. Looked like Feddersen that time on the tackle, wrapped up the ball carrier, Weiskopf, and he got nothing. No gain on the play. Third down and 10 for HLV. Clock continues to run. We're down to 1:30 to go in the football game. Ball still at the 35-yard line of Easton Valley. Two receivers right, one left, one back in the backfield next to Gorsh, who's got it on the shotgun snap. He's got a man open and incomplete. Wilson on the coverage downfield for the Riverhawks. Just overthrown a touch. Clock continues to run on the 35-point rule, and we're under a minute to go. Be 4th down and 10 for the Warriors. Maybe their last gasp here. As they line up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation as the previous play. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Dorsch, shotgun. He's got the football. He's going to throw a quick out, and it's going to go incomplete off the intended receiver's hands. And that's probably going to wrap it up as the clock continues to run, and nobody's going to stop it. And we are down to 15 seconds on that clock, and we're about ready to put this one in the songbooks, as Easton Valley is going to move to 5-0 on the season with a convincing 54-8 win over the HLV Warriors here tonight from Victor. And there it is. We got zeros on the scoreboard. Final score, Easton Valley 54 and HLV 8. It was 40-0 at halftime. Easton Valley led the football game, and the second half moved right along with the continuous clock. A couple scores by Easton Valley, one score by the Warriors of HLV, and that'll do it here tonight from Victor, Iowa. Again, our final score, HLV got 8, Easton Valley the winners with 54. Don't forget to join us next Friday night, Easton Valley's homecoming from Mullenhoff Field at Easton Valley High School. It'll be the Edco Vikings taking on the undefeated 5-0 Easton Valley Riverhawks. Again, thanks to Scott Bodie for all his work in the background. And this is Mike Kelly. We'll talk football with you again next Friday night. Thank you.